Good evening. I always enjoy going to the secondhand stores, thrift stores. It's something that I've always enjoyed. You never know what you're going to find. So with that being said, you got Goodwill stores, you have give me just a few minutes here. Goodwill stores, you've got Salvation Armies, you have here in our local area we have Methodist Mountain Mission stores. And I'm getting to where I'm starting at, or I'm talking about. The book, it's called Together by Tom Sullivan and Betty White. The book is called Together by Tom Sullivan and Betty White. Just read a little bit of the back of the book here. Brendan McCarthy pursued success with a singular focus, but then a mountain climbing misstep turned tragic. He put his career in medicine, his family, even his pending marriage on hold. If he couldn't see, what good was he to anyone? A black lab named Nelson, abandoned at Golden Gate Park as a puppy, was trying to make it through each day until a seeing eye dog trainer saw something special in the little pup's eyes. Both needed a friend they could count on and a reason to carry on. Based in part on a true story, Together is a heart-warming story for anyone who's ever lost sight of what matters. And it's entitled Together by Tom Sullivan and Betty White. Tom Sullivan, who lost his sight as an infant, is an actor, singer, author, and producer. He has been nominated for Emmy Awards and has written 9 books altogether. He's written 9 books. And then he co-authors this one together with Betty White. And of course, Betty White is an award-winning film and television actress whose diverse career has spanned 60 years. Betty White is well known for her advocacy for animal health and welfare, including her work with the Los Angeles Zoo. She has actually some books out about her work with animals. But again, this book is called Together by Tom Sullivan and Betty White. Together, a story of shared vision. Now, like I said, let me see when this was authored. I think 2008 is when it was copyrighted, in 2008. Not only is there this book, I have found out that he also co-authored a couple of more with Betty White as well. I would love to read them as well. I plan on getting them and going on with them. The other book that he co-authored with them was written in and released in July 2009. This was released in 2000, what I say, 8? Yeah, 2008 is when this was released. Then they released their second book together, and it was entitled Alive Day, a story of love and loyalty. And I'll read a little bit about what it's about. Based on a true story, Alive Day is an inspiring, affirming tale about a troubled Marine and a big-hearted Labrador who shows him the power of love, loyalty, and truly living. A Marine's Alive Day celebrates survival after an almost certain death. It's a time of hope and joy, but Antoine Carver isn't celebrating. Home from war, but not quite whole. Antoine's having trouble dealing with his new physical limitations. Psychiatrist, and here's a familiar name that was in this first book, Brendan McCarthy, can relate. He thought he'd lost everything when he was blinded in a mountain climbing accident. But with God's help, he's now living a satisfying life and feels called to help Antoine do the same. The problem is, he's hit one dead end after another trying to reach this bitter young Marine. Enter Brendan's big-hearted, courageous black Labrador, Nelson. With boundless energy, contagious optimism, and a big heart, Nelson shows them both what it means to live a truly abundant life. And again, Betty White co-authors this second book as well. I think it's also another book. It may have been the first book that they actually written together, because it was written in 1991, looks like, a book entitled Leading the Way, Dinah's Story by Betty White and Tom Sullivan. Like I said, I think that probably I'll read a little bit about what that's about too. That was the first book they actually wrote. Hollywood icon Betty White and Dr. Tom Sullivan present the story of a guide dog named Dinah and the extraordinary difference she made in every life she touched. Beloved actress Betty White is a bona fide television pioneer, but throughout her life, her heart has always been with animals. One of the most enriching episodes in her career is an animal rights advocate arrived with actor Tom Sullivan. Blind since birth, Tom was one of Betty's closest friends and professional partners. Their dearest collaboration was a mutual devotion to a golden retriever named Dinah. This first-class guide dog was more than Tom's best friend. She was a source of unqualified loyalty and love. Most important, she enabled Tom to be truly independent for the first time in his life. However, as Dinah got older, as her faculties weakened and her confidence faltered, Tom had a little choice but to get a new dog. The effect of losing her purpose was devastating to the once gallant Dinah. Then Betty gladly stepped in to give this great lady a new lease on life. What would transpire is a heartening and inspiring story of a dog who made a difference and who, in Betty's words, helped Tom grow up. She has helped me grow older. It is for all animal lovers, for all Betty White lovers, and everyone who can relate to the unconditional devotion of dogs and the people who love them. Includes photos. This description maybe from another edition of this product. And this was written in 1991. And believe that might be the only 3 books that they have written together. Of course, those of us that, my mom, I grew up, and my mom loved the Golden Girls. She loved watching the Golden Girls. That was something that she enjoyed watching. And Betty White was in the Golden Girls. And I remember walking through and seeing Betty White on TV. But anyway, it's an all-around good book. Very good book. And toward the last of the book is a very, very... The authors just painted a scene in this book. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. The dog loved him so much, it wouldn't leave his side. And if you ever had a pet dog, or you can relate to this book. Going through this book, it kind of reminds me of another story, where the Red Fern Girls. It always makes me cry. Mom watches that movie, I start crying. Give me some Kleenexes, leave me alone somewhere where nobody can see me as I watch that movie, because I'm going to start crying. Just how it is. Dogs are special. And anyway, animals are special. God put them here for a reason. And one of the reasons is to help people. And as you find in the story, that dog did help its owner. It fulfilled its purpose. Again, it's called Together, a story of shared vision by Tom Sullivan and Betty White. I plan on getting... That's written in 2008. I plan on getting the other one that's written in 2009 next. Anyway, hope y'all are having a good night. And I'm going to try to send one lucky viewer, one lucky person that watches this YouTube video. I want to send them, one lucky person, I'm going to send them a copy of this book. If I can, okay? And I think I can. I'm going to try to send them a copy of this book, because it is available on Barnes & Noble. I'm just looking it up, and it is available. So I will send one lucky person a copy of this book. But you have to like, you have to share it, and they have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You have to let me know, after you subscribe, send me a little message saying, hey, I subscribed and I'm sharing. And I'll write your name down to be pulled out for a drawing in a few days, okay? God bless y'all.